Welcome to City Update. I'm Gavin McRoberts, and today I'm joined by Graham Biesecker. He's with the Fayetteville, Cumberland Parks and Recreation Department, and we're here to talk about loose leaf season. Now, Graham, I see one of your big trucks here with a big tube on the side. Tell me a little bit about these trucks and the loose leaf season pickup that you guys do.
Well, the truck is basically a big vacuum on wheels. It has an impeller system. As far as the loose leaf collection, we'll start in 28314. Which is west side primarily.
And that's going to be right after Thanksgiving.
Right, yes, 22nd of November is when we start. It's right before Thanksgiving.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, 3 days before Thanksgiving break, and then we'll continue on, yes.
And so you start out in these individual zip codes and you go from neighborhood to neighborhood to neighborhood, and you suck up all the leaves that have been raked to the curb in time. Yes. So, and I think that's an important thing. You got to make sure you have your leaves to the curb in time. Is there any other tips you want to give homeowners they should be aware of and know about when they're raking those leaves?
Well, 6 foot away from the curb we can reach. Please don't put any trash in there. No logs, bricks, branches, bricks, car parts.
I heard once about one of the guys sucked up a bowling ball once.
Yeah,
and somehow got it in there. And
actually, that was me.
That was you. That could cause a lot of damage.
Well, no, I caught it in time.
Oh.
Barely. These things, when you hit the emergency shutdown, it takes a great minute for the pressure to drop. And that bowling ball got real close to hitting it. And we got lucky. We got real lucky. But as far as loose leaf collection, we'll be in 1-4, like I said, 38314, and I'll disperse the trucks around the zip code so we're attacking it from all angles. So we won't not just worrying about an avenue. So it'll come in from all different directions. Like I said, 6 foot away from the curb, that's close enough. Don't cover your water meter cover.
Because that'll suck up the cover as well.
By the time the operator sees that cover, it's gone. Yeah. So, but no trash, no rocks, branches.
And if you want to know which neighborhood, when your neighborhood's getting picked up, you just go to the city's website. It's easy to remember at www.looseleafseason.com. Just go find your zip code and you'll see the start date for the pickup for your area. And I think that's an important thing to remember. There's a start date, so you want to make sure you have your leaves to the curb by the start of the start date, because the trucks might come by your house, you hadn't put it out yet, and they're going to pass you by. Now, what can a person do if they might have been a little bit late getting it out to the curb?
Right, if the resident was late, they could just call and say, I was not ready, and we will, I actually maintain a spreadsheet of the ones that were not picked up, and we come back.
If you can.
Well, when we
permits.
can. Usually we're pretty quick about it, because when I clear a zip code, I like to be done with it.
Right.
But, there's going to be those onesie-twosies that just doesn't happen. We're all right with that. But just bear in mind, we'll get to you when we can.
And that number to call is going to be the one-face call center. So that's 910-433-1329 or 1FAY. It's easy to remember. So, Graham, I want to thank you for coming on and sharing all this great information about the loose leaf trucks. I think it's a great program. It beats having to bag a bunch of leaves all the time. Just rake it to the curb. Just make sure you keep any debris out of that leaf pile that's not leaves. So we're talking about branches, trash, bowling balls, anything you can think of it, because that could do a lot of damage and actually limit the number of houses we can hit if we get a bunch of trucks or damage all at once. So that address is looseleafseason.com. That phone number is 910-433-1329. Graham, thank you for coming on.
Thank you.
And I want to thank you for joining us.